Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Andrew, Knick-Knack Twin, and I have a little bit different of a video for you today, and it's a very personal video because I just came back from Dallas, where I'm from. I was born in Dallas, and we just had our grandma and grandpa's memorial, and my grandma passed suddenly in October. Right now is June 2022, and my grandpa had been on hospice for dementia, and he actually passed after her a few months later. So they had a joint memorial, and it was beautiful, and I did bring home some family heirlooms from not only them, but just from my childhood, and before I put it away, I'm just feeling moved to share this with y'all. So please stick around and enjoy. There might be some things that you've never seen before. And so my grandpa was Don Burnham and my grandma is Linda Burnham. And I miss them so much, obviously. And during the memorial, all of the men and boys wore white shirts, and my grandpa had a whole bunch of ties. And I picked this one because blue is my favorite color. And we all wore one of his ties. And as a little gift, we all got a little pocket protector because here's my grandpa fishing. I don't know when this was. I think it's a little bit before my time. But he always had pins and forks and knives in his pocket. So this was a cute little pocket protector. I didn't have pockets in my shirt, but this was a cute thing that they gave. And so they gave that to all the boys and to the girls. Oh yeah, and the boys also got, maybe we got all of this, but he always had a bandana folded up in his pocket, and he called it his booger rag. So we got a camo booger rag. Camo because they used to always hunt. That side of my family were hunters and fishers. And the girls got a cross. I think I got a bonus gift. Little cross, because they were very faithful Christians. And yeah, so those were our little gifts. And what I thought was cool about this ceremony was that all the grandkids, which was me, my brother, and all the other grandkids, were asked to bring something special. We had this at their church. They were members of that church for 59 years, and Aaron and I, my brother, over at Pete's Treasures, we had a bench we bought a bench for our dad, and we put a little plaque on there. And so that day we added our grandma and grandpa's plaque that says members of the church for 59 years. They were members for 59 years. Anyways, they always sat on the third pew, and we all on the first pew at the church, all us grandchildren put an item that reminded us of them. And so one of the items I put was exclamation, because my grandma's favorite perfume for a long time was exclamation. Let me know if you've ever heard of that. And so I just kind of bought that on Amazon for $10. You can still buy it. But I also put this because me and my brother, this was our favorite book, and we got it when we were 5 or 6, and we just were obsessed with this book. And so we were about this age. There's our grandma, there's me and Aaron in our old house kissing our grandma. And there she is. I think this is when there's my dad also. He passed away. Yesterday was Father's Day. It was just an emotional weekend because it was Father's Day and a lot of our fathers had passed away. So there's my brother, my dad, myself. There's myself. That's Aaron right here. And there's my grandma. Just random picture that my mom decided to give us. And there's us and my dad. Again, we always loved playing games with her, and catchphrase was one of our favorite games. I never saw this picture before. I love it so much. There's us playing catchphrase, and it looks like she did good. Looks like we were in a hotel, but it was a really special picture for me. But anyways, yeah, it was a beautiful ceremony. My Uncle Donnie worked really hard on it, and all of my mom and my aunts, they just it was a beautiful ceremony. I just wanted to share one more picture. There's my dad and my Uncle Donnie, and there's us in the 90s fishing. It looks like I have a Belle of Louisville shirt. And yeah, we have our little Coca-Cola fishing rods. And there's my cousin Krista. She was there too. I just noticed there's the Ford Ranger. I think that was my dad's truck. And that was me and Aaron's first truck. And it got totaled because someone ran into us. But anyways, there's us fishing with our Coca-Cola fishing rods. And I actually still have the Coca-Cola part of it. I don't have the rest of it. I think it was just getting gross in the garage. But I wanted to show you some things that my grandma made and some things I got from visiting. And I want to go all the way over here. Sorry, I got to turn the light on. My grandma loved to crochet. So she crocheted us a lot of things. And look at this beautiful peacock. It took a lot of time probably. And the cat. She did such a good job with the cat. Sometimes she would ask us what we wanted. And I'm pretty sure these were hers. And this, of course, we would buy her some blank white pillowcases so she could crochet. And back in the 90s, well, early 2000s, my favorite Pokemon was Porygon. So this is my favorite one, and I do want to frame it. She made my favorite Pokemon. And of course, wine is cheaper than therapy, y'all. So had to have that one. So we all brought the things that she crocheted for us. And we just, on the tables where we set, lots of things that they have worked on or reminds us of them. And my Aunt Angela gave us these. And my grandma's favorite flower was a sunflower. And my grandpa loved fishing. So these were bought to put their ashes in. They were cremated. So I'm just letting y'all know that you can buy these on Amazon and you can glue them shut so nothing comes out. But I will be putting this next to my dad and my grandma's urns. So I'm glad I have a little memento. That means a lot to me. And yeah, let's go through some other things that I got. I remember my grandma asked us what we wanted from her house. And she wrote her will like 20 years ago or maybe 15 years ago. And I remember I wanted this mouse with cheese. And it's just so funny because me and Aaron still collect this kind of stuff. This reminds me of Joseph Originals, but I don't think it is. But I finally have it, as sad as it is. Every time I would visit, I'm like, one day I'm going to have that mouse with the cheese. So it's very special to me. And another thing that I asked for that I'm going to get next week when I visit Dallas is a Nickelodeon, which is like a record player. And it's going to go next to my, and I'm, I think it was funny or cool how I asked for the record player, the Nickelodeon, because I'm a music teacher now. So it just is kind of funny how that worked out. But it's going to go next to my real life record player that still works. I don't know if that works. I would love to get it working. But let's see what else I got. So I told you that I love I bought this exclamation because it reminded me of her. Well, my mom found a bottle that she had, exclamation. I had never seen it in this little bottle. In fact, my mom said that a bunch of these little bottles were in the will for me and my brother. And maybe she knew that I collect bottles. This was my grandpa's. Anyone remember Skin Bracer? I know it sounds a little morbid, but I almost don't want to dust it off because I feel like there's DNA. I don't know. Hopefully you didn't get weirded out by me saying that, but I remember Skin Bracer, and I think that's what my grandpa wore. I also got this, Dr. Caldwell's Laxative Syrup Pepsin. It's like a peppermint oil bottle. And so a lot of it is still in there. There we go. And I wanted to show you some of the other bottles. Oh, this was the top of one of her exclamation bottles. So I thought that was kind of funny. This is a big, strong magnet, and there's a little bit of cream left in there. the little milk glass bottle. Oops. I just wanted to show you these other bottles. A lot of these medicine bottles obviously don't still have wrappers, so I have no idea what used to be in them. But yeah, I love this one because my favorite color is blue. Mrs. Stewart's Liquid Bluing. So I don't know where they got it. I don't know if they found it at an antique store or if this is from the old days, but I'm pretty sure it's from the old days. I love these little bottles. I'm going to keep them separate from my other bottles. My brother got a few bottles too. Little batter milk. It tastes better. That's interesting. I love keys, and my grandpa actually was a locksmith, and he had a key shop. That's what they called it. It was basically his office in his house. And I get my collecting from them because they collected a bunch of things, and I wish I knew where these keys belong to, but they're definitely old and definitely going to be kept. And there's a little desk key, I think. I don't know why there was a Scentsy bulb, but I don't know if that's related. But anyways, I wanted to show some of those bottles that I got. And this, my mom said, was in a box of my grandpa's toys. She doesn't know if he made it or if he played with it, but I love it because it's a cat, and of course I love cats. These are a couple postcards. They used to have a house in Belton, or that's where my grandpa was born, I think. But yep, there was a couple postcards, and I do collect postcards, so these are special. And I also collect coins. I used to when I was little more. But this one especially is special to me. City Bus Company, San Angelo, because that's where my mom was born, and they had a house in San Angelo. The rest are just kind of random coins. So, all right, let's move on to this. My brother and I went to Disney World for the first time, and the last time we've ever been, in 2000. And we got a little silhouette picture for us, and this was the one hanging in her house, and so I'm finally getting it. Yeah, I think I'm the smaller one because I was younger, but you know, we're twins. So anyways, I'm glad this was hanging in her house, and she loved her pictures of her family members. Grandpa did too. So I'm gonna hang that up. And yeah, last but not least, I wanted to show you a few other things that I got. My grandpa loved this movie, The Gods Must Be Crazy, and I've never seen it, so my mom gave it to me. And I have a picture. This is like a famous little sailor outfit that my brother and I wore in this picture, and my mom gave it to me. So I wanted to show y'all that. Don't fit in it anymore. I am losing weight, but yeah, I can't shrink. And yeah, my mom's husband that passed, and you know, it was his birthday and Father's Day yesterday. So I always bring back one or two things from him. His name was Mark, and this is some of his artwork. He was a fantastic artist, and yeah, I want as much art as possible. But he loved The Simpsons, and he bought this game. And so my mom was like, do you want it? And I'm like, yes, because I do have a bunch of games. So this is going to be special for me to keep. And yeah, I also, my other grandma, Loretta, I went to Dallas, and, you know, this couple days ago, obviously, I just came back. But I stopped at a Waco Antique Mall, and this is one of the only things I found. One of her favorite candies growing up was Mary Jane, so I love these little collectible spoons. So I got that for $3. And I just want to show you one other thing I got at that antique mall, the only other thing. Spam, it's a Spam car. I paid $8.50 for this. And I love H-E-B, because here everything's better. This is from their 90th anniversary, and I thought this was a cool car. All right, last but not least, I want to show you a few other things I bought. If you're still sticking around, here's some Tiki items. I had bought this Whitco, you know, bar, if you will. It came with this picture. It's a mug. And Whitco made a whole bunch of wooden things. This is one of their most famous things. And yep, the heirs to the Whitco company still make things, and I bought this limited edition Tahiti bar. Mine's number 147 out of 250, and it's bigger than I thought it would be. It's more like a bowl almost, but I just love the colors. It also has a white version. I wanted the colorful version. And yeah, here's another tiki treasure. I love this tamale ice cream. This was designed for a bar named Idle Hour by Sven Kirsten. So I picked that up because Aaron, sometimes I order some mugs and we have it shipped to Aaron's house, and because we split shipping, and sometimes we order things and send it to my house. But I wanted to show you those tiki items. He also gave me one of these stir sticks from the same website, and he started to sell stickers in his booth. So he gave me a little parrot. He also picked this up for me, and it's going to go with my Hamilton Beach Bum Berry rum. Now I have Hamilton Beach Bum Berry's Navy Grog blend, so I haven't tried either one, but I can't wait to try them soon. I wanted to show those items. And last but not least, oh, actually two things. I always forget something. My dad used to tan at Tropical Tans, and actually my mom did too, and I also did. She wanted to know if I wanted this tote bag, and I'm like, yes, it's just a memory, and I love advertising, so something, it definitely gives me memories. And here's the last thing. My brother has this IKEA lamp. I'm pretty sure it's IKEA, and it just fits the tiki aesthetic, and I love it, and she found one, so she gave it to me. So I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about my grandparents and some of my loved ones. It's been an emotional weekend. And let me know, what is something that you own from someone that you love that has passed away? And what brings you joy thinking about them? So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 150 subscribers. I'm pretty close. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Adios.